UD, I wanted to ask you, to have Karan back, what's that mean to you? I mean, not to have another former Heat player in the mix?
I mean, for me, it's an opportunity for, obviously as an OG, needing someone to kind of call on as an OG myself. You know what I'm saying? Karan was my OG. Even though we're so close in age, when I came into, this organization, he was someone who took me up under his wing and, kind of introduced me to the culture, the lifestyle, the professionalism and different things like that. So even to this day, 17, 18 seasons later, he's still someone who I lean to for advice. He's become an amazing businessman, obviously an outstanding father, husband. So, he's someone who I continue to lean on for advice in different areas of my life, not, as well as just basketball and other things.
It's not by accident that Malik played here, Quinny played here, Karan played here, AC played here. To have, as Spo is called, keepers of the culture, stewards of the culture, to have people familiar with what that word means and how it's valued here. Just across the board, how much, is that just one of the ways that makes this franchise a lot different, maybe than a lot of other places?
I mean, we truly consider each other to be, a family. All of us have kept in touch, throughout our different, paths in life. When Quinny left, we kept in touch. When, Malik left, we kept in touch. When Karan left, we kept in touch. And it all started here. The foundation and everything all started here. And we've been able to take the foundation and the things we learned here in Heat coaching and apply them in different aspects of our life and continue to be successful. So coming back here, having no opportunity to, pass those things along to those guys, that we've learned and to see how we've turned out years down the line, we can only hope that these guys have the same success on and off the basketball court. And I think that's what it's all about. Coach Spo, he shows true compassion, not just for you as a basketball player, but as a human being and as a person as well.
And one more for you real quick. I'm curious if you've seen the doc that they put together on Shaky, and just, I haven't talked to you since that happened. What sort of loss is that for basketball in this city? Thanks, man.
Oh man, for me, it's a lot. It's tough. Frank Martin, who is somebody who I consider, to be almost, as close to a father as anybody can possibly be. Without Shaky Rodriguez, there is no Frank Martin. And you can talk to me and probably a lot of kids across the inner cities, and some, made it to college and some didn't make it. But they owe a lot of their existence and, a lot of, just their survival of every day to Frank Martin and Shaky Rodriguez. Miami High and the culture that was built, it was successful on the basketball court, but it was also successful, for a lot of kids in their life. And we're just thankful for those guys, because nobody really gave us the opportunities that they gave us. And, it was a blessing to have, Shaky, and obviously still a blessing to have Frank.
All right, next we have Ira Winderman with the Sun Sentinel.
Hey, UD, I know when you guys were in the bubble, it just naturally looked and felt different because it was somewhere different. How different or not different has this camp been mid-COVID with coaches with masks and the protocols, but on your home court? In other words, when you are drilling, when you are doing training camp, how much does it feel typical or how much does it feel different? Thank you.
I think the only part that feels different is when you come down in the locker room. Obviously having the mask on everywhere you move in the locker room, having the locker separated. The way we have to do things in the weight room now with two people at a time. I think it's only different, everywhere else but on the practice court. I think when we step on the practice court, we just start to play ball. Coach gives us instructions. We take those instructions. We go as hard as we can. I make sure nobody's slacking. Hopefully we stay healthy and we have a successful practice. So, everything's pretty much routine when you get up there on the practice court. Thinking when we're down here and outside of, that practice court atmosphere is thinking when everything is different and everything changes.
Next we have Anthony Chang with the Miami Herald.
Hey, UD. So yesterday, I think it was yesterday, the team posted a photo of you, Bam, and Precious together in practice, kind of discussing something. What are your first impressions of Precious, and what is it like to see Bam kind of take a leadership role with a rookie, at his position? What's that like?
I mean, that's what I've been molding, Bam for, to be that leader. Not just to take his game to the next level, but to take his teammates to the next level. And he spent the whole summer with me. He spent the whole summer with me working out. He spent the whole summer with me training, talking basketball, thinking basketball. Well, we didn't even have a summer. It's not even called summer no more. But whatever that was, he spent it with me, talking basketball, thinking basketball, training. And you know, the next step for Bam, you know, is to be that, you know, that leader, you know, to everybody, and to understand everybody, and to know that everybody's motivated differently, and to get to learn everybody. You know, I see so much of Precious. I see so much of Bam and Precious. You know, when Bam first came in here, you know, super athletic, you know, works hard, plays hard. Precious got a little more skill than Bam had when he first came in, shoots a little better. But I see a lot of similarities right there in Precious. So, you know, as long as he has that drive and that determination, he's following in the right direction, going behind Bam.
All right, next we have Cooper Moorhead with Heat.com.
Hey, UD, staying with Bam for a moment. You know, you've obviously been with him since day one when he was, you know, just a shy kid coming in, or quiet, I guess, maybe not shy. But what has it been like for you to watch him these past 3-4 months? Just the performances he had in the playoffs, getting the big contract last week, being able to buy his mom a house. From just being able to watch him be this close to him, how satisfying is it for you to see him have these kind of moments?
I mean, I tell him all the time, you know, I hate when people waste my time. And Bam has not wasted my time at all. You know, he's taken everything that I've said to heart. He's applied it. He's listened. I love the relationship that he has with his mom. You know, as someone who's, you know, lost the mother, you know, you understand the value of having your mom and how much love and respect and admiration he has for her, for what they've been through. I think him buying her a house was amazing. You know, I'm just proud of the man he's becoming on and off the basketball court. Probably like the older little brother / son, nephew that I never had.
All right, next we have Joe B with Heat.com. Go ahead, Joe.
Hey, UD. What has stood out to you about some of the other young guys like Abua and Tyree?
Oh man, activity, energy, effort. I think one thing you do when you step in Heat camp is, you know, you might not understand all the X's and O's. You know, you might miss a play, but you don't miss with the effort. And I think those guys have caught wind of that. You know, amazing energy, amazing effort. Of course, you're not going to do everything right, but you got to come in here with that lunch pail mentality, ready to run through a brick wall. And I think those guys have done that.
Thank you.
All right, next we have Christos Saltas with SDNA Greece. Go ahead.
Hello, Udonis. Congratulations for your 18 years in the Miami Heat. I would like to ask you, you were one of the players who played in 2013-2014 teams of Miami. Do you see any similarities between those teams and today's team?
No, I think this team, you know, right now, is yet to really establish its identity. But I know that the Miami Heat way is defense first. So with the addition of Mo, you know, with the addition of Avery, you know, giving our young guys another year, you know, to understand, you know, the system and, you know, the way we defend and rotations and different things like that. You know, I say the similarities will be that we would play defense first. You know, we would be, you know, the hardest working, most professional, most disliked team in the NBA. That's our MO and that's who we are. And that's one thing that I would say will be similar. The rest will remain to be seen with this team as we continue to establish our identity as the season goes on.
All right, and with the final question, we'll end with Anthony Chang. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yesterday, Jimmy said he doesn't listen to the outside noise and he ignores all that stuff. But this offseason, when you saw the report come out that there were some people saying that last season's success was a fluke, as a leader, will you use that as some type of motivation, or are you on the same page as Jimmy where?
We don't listen to people that throw rocks and hide their hands. You know what that means, throw rocks and hide your hands? That means you said something, you act like you ain't said it. Who said it? Tell us who said it. And if you don't tell us who said it, then we don't care. Some people. Was it some of the people that we probably beat? Get their ass out of here. That's why we beat them.